What if I told you that the secret to living longer has nothing to do with diet, exercise, or supplements? What if the real key to adding years to your life is something far simpler and far more difficult: letting go? A groundbreaking study from Harvard University followed more than 700 people for 85 years. Yes, you heard that right. 85 years of continuous research. Scientists tracked participants from early adulthood into old age, measuring their physical health, mental well-being, relationships, stress levels, and overall life satisfaction. And what they discovered completely changed how we understand aging. The people who lived the longest and healthiest lives were not the ones who ran marathons or followed perfect diets. They were the ones who learned how to stop caring about the things that didn't truly matter. Here's a number that should stop you in your tracks. Chronic stress increases your risk of heart disease by 40%. And much of that stress is completely optional. The American Psychological Association found that adults over 60 who held on to unnecessary worries had cortisol levels 31% higher than those who practiced letting go. Cortisol is not just a stress hormone. It literally ages your body from the inside out. It breaks down muscle tissue, weakens your immune system, raises blood pressure, shrinks areas of the brain linked to memory and decision-making. And the most painful part? Most of the stress causing this damage comes from things you can control. Think about everything you worried about in the past week. How much of it truly mattered? How much of it will matter 5 years from now? Research published in the Journal of Aging and Health found that people who learned to release unnecessary concerns experienced a 23% improvement in overall life satisfaction in just 3 months. 3 months. That's not motivation talk. That's science. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's not that easy to just stop caring. And you're right, letting go is a skill. It takes awareness, it takes practice, it takes permission. But once you understand what to stop caring about and why it's harming you, everything begins to shift. Your shoulders relax, your blood pressure drops, your sleep improves, your relationships soften, life feels lighter. And here's what shocked me most while researching this video. The number one thing people over 60 need to stop caring about is something many actually cling to harder with age. A University of California study following over 3,000 adults found that those who released this one thing lived an average of 7.5 years longer. 7.5 extra years just from letting go. So stay with me, because when we reach number 1, you'll want to hear every word. Before we begin, let us know in the comments, how old are you and where are you watching from? We read and reply to every comment. Now, let's start with number 8 and work our way to the most important one. Number 8, a perfectly clean house. This one may seem small, but it's quietly draining your energy every single day. That obsession with keeping your home spotless is stealing your peace and your time. A study published in Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin found that women who described their homes as cluttered or unfinished had elevated cortisol throughout the day. But here's the surprising part. Those who obsessed over perfection had even higher stress levels than those who accepted a little mess. The problem isn't cleanliness, it's obsession. Researchers at UCLA's Center on Everyday Lives and Families studied middle-class households and discovered something powerful. Families who focus less on perfect housekeeping and more on enjoying their space reported 47% higher daily happiness. They spent more time laughing, connecting, and resting, and less time scrubbing. Things no one noticed anyway. Here's how to let this go without chaos. Identify your non-negotiables. Maybe it's a clean kitchen and a made bed. Great. Focus on those. Let the rest go more often. Number 7, keeping up with technology and trends. Stop trying to understand every app your grandchildren use. Stop feeling embarrassed when self-checkout machines confuse you. Stop believing you need to master every new platform to stay relevant. A Pew Research survey found 68% of adults over 65 feel overwhelmed by technological change. But here's what matters. A study in cyber psychology, behavior, and social networking found that seniors who selectively engage with technology. Number 6, your appearance and aging. Those wrinkles aren't flaws, they're proof of a life lived. Every line tells a story, every gray hair represents wisdom. Yet billions are spent convincing you that aging is something to fight. A study in the Journal of Women and Aging found women who accepted their appearance had 61% lower depression rates than those who fought aging. 61%. Yale researchers found people with positive views about aging lived 7.5 years longer than those with negative beliefs. Your mindset about aging affects your lifespan. The stress of resisting time does more damage than time itself. And here's the truth the beauty industry avoids. Number 5, minor daily inconveniences. Traffic, slow lines, doctors' waiting rooms, small frustrations. They feel harmless, but they aren't. A health psychology study found people who reacted strongly to daily hassles had 40% higher inflammation levels. Inflammation fuels heart disease, cancer, and dementia. Penn State researchers followed adults for 8 years. Those who were more bothered by small stressors had a 60% higher risk of cognitive decline. Number 4, past mistakes and regrets. Old regrets quietly drain your energy, missed opportunities, harsh words, wrong turns. Concordia University found chronic regret raised cortisol by 38% and increased depression risk. Brain scans show your brain relives regrets as if they're happening now. But reframing them as lessons reduces stress responses by 45%. Number 3, needing to be right. The need to win arguments costs you peace and relationships. University of Michigan studies found couples prioritizing being right had 44% lower relationship satisfaction. Blood pressure spikes during arguments. Ohio State found hostile interactions slowed wound healing by 40%. Number 2, what other people think of you. Most judgment exists only in your mind. Cornell researchers call this the spotlight effect. People overestimate how much others notice them by 2 to 3 times. That awkward moment? No one remembers. 15-year studies found concern over others' opinions increased anxiety by 67%. Number 1, toxic relationships. This is the most important one. Toxic relationships don't just hurt emotionally, they shorten your life. The Harvard study of adult development found relationship quality is the number 1 predictor of longevity. Not money, not genetics. Within months, life feels lighter. That Harvard study showed it clearly. The longest living people stopped wasting energy on what didn't matter, so they had more for what did. That can be you. So tell us, which of these are you ready to let go of? And what have you already released that changed your life after 60? Share your wisdom below. Thank you for watching. Everything you heard today is backed by real science, not trends. If you want more videos that cut through the confusion and tell you what actually works after 60, like this video and subscribe now. Your future body will thank you.